time. It's really nice to have all of you here today. My name is Tom. I've studied coffee as a barista here in Australia, trying to understand the art and techniques of coffee in order to one day be here on this world stage. Now, soon I realized that the power of coffee was way more than that. So I've started using coffee competition as a medium to communicate ideas, messages, to embed knowledge and wisdom that people will put in their body and literally embody. Now, together, we are moving forward using two different yet very similar coffee as they both really improve through processing. And we are starting in Myanmar with the Pao community that produce this amazing natural anaerobic katuai. Now, the Pao are located at 1,500 meters above sea level in the Pin Long region, right in the middle of the misty mountain of Shan State, which make it an amazing place for this coffee to grow. Now, when I first tasted this coffee, it was remarkable. I can still remember this deep sweetness and this structure that I never tasted before in any other coffee, as I didn't know this origin, to be honest. And I knew that it will be the perfect coffee for a milk beverage, as when I paired it with 3 parts of this 4% fat milk, the result is, please write down, Napolitan ice cream, meaning melted milk chocolate, raspberry, like a very fresh raspberry, and a nice finish of vanilla custard. Now, I've also chosen this coffee for the story behind it. And the Pao community is not doing specialty coffee since a long time. And I truly think it's something that is amazing about this coffee. They've been empowered by a group called Behind the Leaf, which is investing their time in helping in processing coffee. Because the Pao have actually been producing coffee since more than 100 years. But it's not till the last 8 years, when Behind the Leaf moved in to assist, that they've started winning these specialty coffee prices. Now, what's amazing? Those producers today receive on average more than 12 times this commodity price of coffee. And this new income, it's an important milestone for the Paos. As you can see right now, I'm preparing some shot, which will be for my signature drink. I'm dosing them 22 grams in to 40 out. And I will let them cool down on the ice. I've also chosen some stainless steel ice cube today, as they will avoid astringency and dilution. But for now, I want to present you a very inspiring and amazing woman. Her name, it's Melanie Edwards. And she's in charge of processing at Behind the Leaf. Her goal, pretty amazing. A more economically and environmentally sustainable growth. And for that, she wanted to increase 2 factors: quality, then price. So she came up with an idea of a 72-hour fermentation with the help of natural yeast ball, which are natural yeast that we can find on the field in Myanmar. They're traditionally used as fermentation starter in local rice wine production. And the result is those amazing Napolitan notes, even through the milk. Now, guys, her job didn't stop there. She really want to make sure that every single coffee growing family in the area is learning how to grow coffee and how to process it in order to become more and more independent and automatically lead to a better future for every single farmer there in Myanmar, which will lead to those amazing dark cherry liquor, or excuse me, correction, fresh raspberry nut. Please enjoy. Now, as you can see, I'm using some pink cup today. This is for you to sense those amazing flavors, as the color is bringing us sweetness and fruitness, even through milk. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There you go. Here I am. Now, we did a very special roast for this coffee. We start with 40% of a drum roast in order to get texture and body. And we finished with a very light filter roast on a small air roaster called the Link Roaster, which will bring us brightness of fruit even through milk. So please enjoy this milk beverage. Last but not least, to be honest, when I started making coffee, I was looking for fanciness, right? I never thought that one day I will bring a katuai from Myanmar on the world stage. So please enjoy those amazing flavors of Napolitan ice cream, even through milk. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to be a bit rushed here. I hope everyone's done. Beautiful. Now, just like in Myanmar, there's plenty of underestimated coffee out there that, to me, also represent the future of specialty coffee. And we are now using a different coffee, which it's also a natural anaerobic katuai that has dramatically improved through process. So let's dig in. We are now at 1,200 meters above sea level. There, we are quite far from the equator, which is causing a very slow maturation of this katuai. We talk about 11 months, refining sweetness and body in this espresso. That's why I've decided to make a syrup which, just like me, have French roots and travel all around the world to serve some amazing drink. It's called orgeat syrup. I've made it using 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, 100 grams of roasted almonds, and 1 tablespoon of orange blossom water. Now, when I add 10 mils into this signature drink, it will combine perfectly the body and sweetness, but also give us notes of lemon meringue. Now, they wanted to take this coffee to a different level, right? Using modern processing technique. They connected with Christian Jensen Laboratory in Denmark, and together selected a special yeast, a non-saccharomase yeast, called Pichia, PK1. They've dropped the coffee inside a tank with this yeast, starting an anaerobic fermentation for 144 hours long at a controlled temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. And the result is those amazing notes in the espresso that you're going to find later on as black plum. Now, I've decided to create new notes also in this signature drink using a very simple ingredient, which is 1 ice cube. 20 grams of a soft water ice cube with fruit dilution will stretch out the espresso, transforming the black plum into a strawberry nut. Now, we then move to the drying. At this time, we spread the coffee with a Lactobacillus plantarum, a very special strain of it, which is a bacteria that is normally used as protection in order to protect from contamination instead of using chemical. Now, when we spray this coffee with this Lactobacillus plantarum, we're increasing the quality of acidity, which in the espresso, increasing texture and roundness. So nothing better than using 5 grams of coconut oil. Now, when I use coconut oil, in this signature drink and flush it with nitrogen cottage. It will combine and emulsify with my espresso and give me a very luscious, creamy mouthfeel and transform the strawberry into a more strawberry cheesecake note. Now, if you can please write down, we'll get amazing, creamy, luscious mouthfeel, strawberry cheesecake, lemon meringue, and at the end, we will enjoy some amazing notes of butterscotch. I also want you please to enjoy this drink in 2 sips. The first, enjoy this tactile, this creaminess, this luscious mouthfeel. And also, please, on the second sip, enjoy all of those amazing flavors that I really can't wait to share with you what coffee I'm using for this. So guys, drink it as much as you want. This is an unbelievable drink. Ladies first this time. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy this drink. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy. There we go. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Thank you. All right, if everyone's ready, sharing story like this. That's what keeps me exciting to work in coffee. The producer, Lucy Stoker. She is the lady, mining engineer turned coffee producer, who decided to get back to her land to show to everyone that her coffee can compete with other great names from around the world. Now, her passion being the best producer completely matches my drive. She connected with you, Kelly, and together decided to use modern processing technique in order to change what people think about this coffee. And this day could be today. So I'm using 22 grams in to produce 40 of espresso. And if you can write down for the tasting notes, please, you'll get red currant, a very sweet red currant, followed by dark plum and blood orange. It's a medium way, a juicy to coating mouthfeel, and has a long lingering finish that reminds me of fresh citrus. Please enjoy this medium plus sweetness and this medium plus acidity with a very nice medium bitterness. And as I'm serving you this espresso, I want you please to evaluate the crema, but to not drink it yet. Those flavors will improve as this coffee cool down a bit. Thank you very much. Now, as we come to an end, it might be the time to reveal where this coffee comes from. Thank you very much. And with this kind of description, we could assume that this coffee comes from South America, but no. It comes from an amazing farm called Crater Mountain in the Asseton Tablelands, North Queensland, here in Australia. We are drinking Australian coffee. And this is telling us what? That coffee the quality can happen anywhere, and that the future of coffee might only be driven by flavors and dream. Now, on behalf of Melanie in Myanmar, Lucy here in Australia, my team and myself, I'd love to thank you very much for your time today. You can stir 4 times with your black spoon, drop them in a small cup in front of you, and thank you very much. Time.